Show you how to add text to a pre-purchased design in Bernina Designer Plus version 9. So when you open your software, this is the page that it should open to. Sometimes it'll go straight to the canvas, but I like it to open to my home page. And you just go to Start a New Design. And then it opens your canvas. And the first thing we need to do is to import the design that we're going to add text to. So we go to File, Open Design. Now mine is open because I've already done this once, but just go to where you keep your embroidery designs. I keep mine in a file called Embroidery Designs on my desktop so I can find it very easily. And although I'm using Bernina software, my embroidery machine is a Baby Lock, so I go ahead and just choose PES. I could do it in any format and then export it in PES, but I just find this as easy as anything. So I want the largest. I'm going to be making a pillow cushion, so I want the largest design available. This is going to be the front of a pillow cushion for a newlywed couple. Right here, I just want to quickly note, it's always good to have all machine files available. So when you're looking for a design, some of my designs are only in art, some are only in PES, depending on what format I purchased them. So be sure you have all machine files checkmarked or ticked so it will open everything that's on your computer and not just a certain format. All right, so I've chosen my design, click Open, and it's going to import it into Bernina, the Bernina software. So the first thing I would like to do is I want to rotate it. So I'm going to Edit, Select All. So it selects everything. And then I'm going to, there's a couple ways you can rotate. You can grab some these little handles and rotate. If it's not, they're not highlighted there. If they're clear, you can rotate using the handles, or you can, let me get it back selected, Edit, Select All. I just find it easier to rotate right here by 45 degrees. So do that twice. And then let's see, it's too big for my screen. So then I just want to go over here to the percentage, do the little drop down menu, and to fit. So to add lettering, so you can see this is meant to be personalized. So I bought this design from Etsy, and it's meant to add the couple's name. So to add lettering, we want to go over here to lettering, click on lettering, and just start typing the name that you want, and then hit enter. And now we can edit this text. So there's a couple ways we can open the dialog box that we need. You can right click and click on Object Properties, or you can just double click and it opens it. I usually just double click. So I want to change the type of font that I want. So now I'm going to go right here to see London is the default font that it types everything, but I want something a little bit fancier. So, and let's see, my go-to is, this is my go-to, Best Valentina. I use it the most. It's cursive, kind of fancy font. It's not too thick or too bold. So let's click that. You can see it right here. Then you need to click Apply and OK. All right, now you see these are not blackened, which means I can rotate it, or I can grab it, and I'm sorry, I'm using my finger mouse instead of my other mouse, so I can rotate it. But we don't want to do that, so let me undo that. So what I want to do is click off of it, click it again. Sorry, I double clicked it because I want to get it to selected. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and resize it a little bit because I know it's got to fit. It's got to fit in this area here. So I'm going to just grab this little dot, and it'll resize it evenly up and down and side up, vertically and horizontally, basically. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it about the size I need. Then I'm going to grab it. And I know I'm going to need to shrink it down just a little because part of my C. And then I'm going to make it wider because this is kind of the edge of the design and I'd like it to go out to almost that line right there. I'm going to do the same. So this is the line I'm going for. I've got the S touching that line. This is the line I'm going for, and the C touching, almost touching that line. All right, so that looks good to me. I'm happy with that. It was very quick and easy. But I also want to add a little bit more lettering on the bottom. I am going to type the wedding date. So established. All right, and once again, double click and it goes, it's in London font. I want to choose the Best Valentina again. So it's already, since that was the last one I used, it was the first one I could grab. We're going to hit apply and OK. So we know the length probably is going to be very close, but I definitely want it a little bit taller than this. So I need to just click on it once to get these handles blackened, and then I can see I can stretch it. That looks a little wonky, so we're not going to do it quite that much. And I'm going to put this down here. So I'm going to, once again, I'm going to use those same lines. I'm going to first make it as tall as I want it, and then I'm going to stretch it out. I'm going to come down and make it meet this line that the writing met on each side. It's a little too far. I should have grabbed my mouse for this instead of trying to use the finger mouse. And I like the way that looks. I think that looks really nice. It's not too big, it's not too small. So now we want to, let's go back to fit and look at everything as a whole. Be sure we like the way that looks. Yes, I think that looks really nice. So now to export it, we are just going to save it and export it to a jump drive or to my machine. I'm just going to put it on a jump drive. You'll go to File. First I usually save it on my desktop, and then I just drag it to my little flash drive. So the way I do this is I click on File, Export Machine File, and then you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to call this Collins and hit enter, and it's saved on my desktop right here. And it's that simple. So then I plug in my flash drive, drag this onto my flash drive, and load it into my machine, which we'll be doing in the next video.